Breaking in here to NFL Daily, I am James Yoder, filling in for the guys with some big-time NFL news. Leonard Fournette, cut just 2 days ago, is now a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, joining Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, and the rest of the Bucs to form one of the most vaunted offensive attacks in the NFL. Fournette agreeing to a one-year deal. Contract details are still out there, so we don't know what the money amount is, but guessing that he cleared waivers, guessing that, knowing that he cleared waivers, and knowing that the Buccaneers tried to trade him but couldn't find any partners, I would expect this to be a Jaguars. This would be a very low-paying deal, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers add a heck of a running back going into his fourth year, the number 4 overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, will join Tom Brady for a run in a Super Bowl. And in my opinion, this makes the Buccaneers one of the most talented and feared offenses in all of the NFL. That, of course, is if we get the Leonard Fournette that many of us, including people who are fantasy owners of Fournette in years past, have expected to get from him. So Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, all kinds of offensive weapons that the Bucs had last season, plus Fournette coming to the Buccaneers. So Buccaneers one-year deal, max value of $3.5 million is coming in right now. He's getting a $2 million base salary, and I'm reading this live on air as the details come in. The incentives are based up to $1.5 million incentives based on rushing yards and playing time. No offsets from his Jaguars deal. He can double dip if he wins his grievance and add $4.2 million to the deal. So what the Buccaneers are basically on the hook for is $2 million plus another $1.5 million in incentives for $3.5 million total. He can double dip 4.2 if he wins his grievance against the Jags. So Leonard Fournette to the Bucs. I want to know from you guys watching here on NFL Daily Live and on the Chat Sports YouTube channel afterwards, what is your one-word reaction to Fournette headed to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Give me your one-word reaction right here in the live comments or down below in the comment section if you're watching this later on. I'm just going with wow, right? Certainly the Bucs were a team that many speculated could make a run for them. They've got a short shelf life with Tom Brady being approaching his mid-40s. They wanted to add some weapons. They want to make a run into the Super Bowl this season. And adding a player or running back like Leonard Fournette certainly will help them do that. Give me your one-word reaction below in the comments or right now in the live chat here on NFL Daily. Take a look at his career stats, the career stats for Leonard Fournette coming to there. He's not a bad receiver. So we see there in 2019, 76 receptions, 522 yards, and a touchdown. So he's not only a running threat, he's also a receiving threat, something that Tom Brady will take full advantage of coming out of the backfield for the Buccaneers. Now, this Bucs team is going to be loaded on offense, and they're probably going to be the team that most casual NFL fans, if there is a such thing as a casual NFL fan, but if you don't have a team you're watching every single weekend, if your team is not a contender, I think the Buccaneers, adding Tom Brady, adding Gronk, and now adding Fournette, are certainly going to be the most interesting and potentially the most watched NFL team this season, probably outside of the Dallas Cowboys. So that's the news. Leonard Fournette to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on a one-year deal, $2 million base salary, $1.5 million in performance bonuses based on playing time and statistics. And then, of course, he's filing a grievance against the Jaguars to recoup some of his salary from them cutting him on Monday. Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers depth chart. We've got Leonard Fournette. I mean, what more can you say? I don't think we can put him as a backup at this point, given his stats last year. 15 games, 265 rushing attempts, 1,152 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's had, a heck of an NFL season in 3 years, the number 4 pick in the 2017 NFL Draft. Ronald Jones will be the running back 2, and then LaShawn McCoy as running back 3. That is quite the name recognition backfield for them, given that LaShawn McCoy is now your number 3 back. That is a lot of talent, a lot of firepower for Tom Brady for this Bucs offense. And I gave you my one-word reaction to this, was just wow. So Leonard Fournette, to recapping, is going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you guys are watching this live, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the big red button. You guys know Chat Sports is bringing you the best and the most breaking NFL news every single day. It's 9:20 p.m. on the East Coast. We're here in the studio breaking right into NFL Daily. Hit that subscribe button. NFL news, breaking news like this, rumors and mailbag. And if you're watching this afterwards, as we post it on our YouTube channel after the live show is over, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You will not regret it. Now, I want to ask you guys this question. Who do you think is going to win the NFC South? A lot of drama going on right now in New Orleans with Alvin Kamara. Contract situation's been a big story over the last 2 days. The Atlanta Falcons, drama last year, underperformed. Then the second half of the year, saved their coach's job. Now people are calling them a potential dark horse candidate. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like the Buccaneers in this situation. And then the Carolina Panthers. They're in the division. We threw them in there. I know most people will not think the Carolina Panthers can compete in this division, but type NO for the Saints, ATL for the Falcons, type TB for the Bucs, or type CAR for the Carolina Panthers. That's the question for you guys, and here is the offer for you guys. We have some awesome deals on NFL jerseys going on, and I don't want you guys to miss out. You can get a Russell Wilson jersey. You can get a Tom Brady jersey, 25% off. You got the website right there at the bottom of the screen. Make it real simple for you guys. chatsports.com/NFL jersey. If you buy now, you got a chance it could be there before the games get kicked off next week. You're probably not going to be going to a game in a stadium. Make sure you're repping your team, whether you're watching from home, potentially watching with friends while you're staying safe, heading to a restaurant or bar if they're in there. Get an NFL jersey. Don't pay full price. chatsports.com/NFL jersey. And if you're a Fournette or a Bucs fan, you know, by the time you're watching this, by the time you go to that website, you might have a Leonard Fournette Tampa Bay Bucs jersey to buy right there. Fournette to the Bucs is our story. I'm excited about this move. Fournette has won me a fantasy football league in his short NFL career. I don't know, was it the 2017 season, 2018 season, whichever one it was. I'm excited for this. But the weapons that Tom Brady has at his disposal are, I don't want to say awe-inspiring, but this is the best. Mitchell Wren said that earlier on in the show that this is the best set of weapons that Brady's had since the Wes Wlker and the Randy Moss days in 2007, 2008, 2009, to 2010 with the New England Patriots. A decade later, he potentially has the best offensive weapons of his entire career. And we'll talk about that in a second. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. You've got Gronk. What do we get from him after a year off of NFL football? You saw the running back depth charts. And what kind of roster, what kind of stats can Tom Brady put up with reliable running backs, reliable wide receivers, awesome tight ends? I'm excited to see it. So the NFL season gets kicked off 1 week from tomorrow, 1 week from Thursday, as we're recording this Wednesday night, as this late-breaking news happens. Leonard Fournette signing a one-year deal, $2 million to the Tampa Bay Bucs, $1.5 million in incentives. And then he still has his grievance out against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Could make himself an additional $4.2 million. Are we going to continue with NFL Daily, Brett? Continue it going? We're going to kick back to NFL Daily to Mitch and Harrison. They're still going in Studio A. I'm over here in Studio B. NFL Daily coming back at you right now.